Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because...
Breaks into the open on the left. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sims. Rushes on him. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Here's the Heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here comes the Heat. Caught over the middle. It's Young. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and sell it.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Smith. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
Back to throw, it's Levitt. Dumps it to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Knocked down at the 22, that's a 1st down, and they can still stop the clock.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And he's got it! Touchdown, Bruins!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all 1st half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. This will likely be the last play of the half. They'll give it to the back. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. The Bruins will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Back to throw, it's Sims. Gets it out fast. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot up.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
And the Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Under fire. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game, and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A low line drive and not his best work. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Quick toss. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, UCLA! job by the back on the option.
Man, defenses have to play responsibility football, and you can tell they had the quarterback, but how about the running back? They didn't even play it off the pitch, and he takes full advantage. They constantly put this kind of stress on you with this option, and the defense, they were not where they were supposed to be, and they give up the explosive touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the ground with the back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Stumbled to the ground. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Looking for a man, it's Sims. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down, and here's a fumble way behind the line.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and forever, let's test his arm strength. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Ball at the 31, third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Grabbed over the middle, it's Smith. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Runs through a tackle. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect them.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
Gives it on the option. Knocked down in the backfield. And boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Give to the fullback. Look out, he's got room. Got enough for the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Those fullbacks are grown men. Those guys are constantly hitting linebackers and blocking the whole entire game. So when you get a chance to give the big boy the ball, it's always, and you know what it is? It's a morale boost for everybody on the whole field. Everybody gets jacked up that he finally gets to touch the football.
And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score, so they might try to score again. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. So FIU's offense will go on the attack first. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistently than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds today to have any shot.
Under fire! And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Third down defense is so pivotal in a football game. In this third down, nice job. Good coverage in the back end, but the rush gets home, forcing the 4th down. Nice start for this defense.
FIU will line up to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So UCLA's offense will take the field for the first time. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, give on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Got a man, it's Johnson. Inside the 30. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
And And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic.
There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal for this offense.
Timeout, UCLA.
Tries again to get it in. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the...
Touchdown, Bruins! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this is how I want to operate. Nice job. He catches the football, makes a decision, gets the ball out of his hands, and let his playmaker work. Get the ball to the wide receiver out wide, he'll do the rest, he'll get the touchdown. Nice job being on the same page, quarterback, wide receiver.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air, it's Gleason. Pressure coming. And the Panthers, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the first quarter, for goodness sakes.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. FIU will line up to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They didn't block the punt, but the pressure definitely affected him as he got that one away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
I like the quarterback's thought process on this one because you're just going to your best player, looking for your best matchup. This guy one-on-one is a nightmare to cover. Outstanding route running, and he's got great hands as well. This quarterback is going to be looking his way a lot in this game.
The Bruins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'll immediately call timeout. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCLA!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Unit on the field. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he got into the house for the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Florida International offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. FIU will line up to punt. They'll look to pin them deep. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here's 1st and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Scanning the field is Gleason. Oh, they're after him. And that one's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They booted away on fourth down. Here's a return from midfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the third quarter. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Breaks into the open. The 50, the 40, and the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, UCLA! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And what execution by the offense. The quarterback making the right decision on the defender quickly. Get it to your running back. And how about the wide receivers and everybody else blocking in space, creating an alley so the running back can do the rest and make the huge play for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Bruins! And they turn it into a defensive score.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. The give on the option. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
What's old is new in offensive football. The return, at least on that play, of the pass-catching fullback.
Yeah, you used to see this all the time back in the day. Fullbacks used to play all the time. Now you don't see him near as much, but versatile piece at fullback. Listen, he can catch the football. He can make plays. Use the big fella.
To the air. It's Gleason. Here's the pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
FIU will line up to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Smith.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Okay, ready? And the Bruins will have it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
He's got his man, makes the grab. Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing it to a pass-catching fullback.
Well, it's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check down.
Unleashes to the end zone. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And after that stop from the defense, they're still on the 2, and now it's 3rd down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone? Touchdown, UCLA! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Gill. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Turning it on! He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Gleason. Bringing the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
The Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run play action. Rush is on him. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
FIU will line up to punt. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They bring the punter onto the field now.
On to punt it away.
From midfield, looking for room. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jess. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Here we go. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Levin. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
The Bruins come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. They've got this game in hand, but maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. He got it. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
They tack that last score on just for good measure as they are getting oh so close to putting this one away. The kickoff is coming. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Off play action on first down. Here's a heat. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better, they go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.